प्यारे सत्संग जी, प्यार से कहिए सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी। बोल सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय। आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय। सो आई रिक्वेस्ट all the Hansas of Cosmos, Paramhansa of Nijadam and Satpurush of Nijadam, that it is you who has to give the sermons to the masses to get them the real knowledge of spiritualism. So I bow my head before your good self for your benediction, love and grace. Today is 24th 1, 2021 and today's topic is how to attain consciousness. This is the third sermon from your side to this whole cosmos. So please pay attention towards what the Satpurush says through this Vanam, who is nothing but mere mic of Satpurush to put forth before you the whole Surti concentration of Satpurush through this mouth of mind. So please pay attention towards that. Mind, everybody knows there is a unit mind, there is a cosmic mind, and both are working well, one in the body and other in the cosmos. Cosmos mind give the messages, send the messages to unit mind, and unit mind execute that very thought and idea through body and Surati. That means Surati, who should act as a guardian of the cosmos, is acting as a bonded laborer in this cosmos. So mind is hidden, that is formless player. It does not attain any shape well within you. It is a formless, sitting well within the Shushmana nerve, whereas body is living, visible player in this world, in cosmos. So the body is a living player, whereas unit mind well within us is a formless player, hidden player. This has to be realized. So for this, naam vede jab mile, andar khule kapat, daya sant satguru bin, koi no utre par. Satguru is the only source who can liberate you from the clutches of mind and Maya. Otherwise, we are here for centuries and centuries together, annihilation after annihilation in this world, in this cosmos. So in this regard, Tulsidas ji also says, the inner gate of consciousness gets opened only after getting blessed with the bodiless, soundless, sound word, Sabad, none but the grace of Sant, Satguru can show the true and real path in this regard. So if anybody wants to get nirvana, moksha, salvation, one has to come to true and real Sadguru, who has been bestowed, has been blessed with this alive holy name from Satpurush himself. So for this, I have written, Jo Vainam Satguru Sharanagati Aaye Pyaro. Jo Vainam Satguru Sharanagati Aaye Pyaro, Pave Puran Moksha ki Daat. Whosoever comes to true and real Sadguru of the time, who is sitting before you, Sacha Sabad Satpurush ka, that is true word of Sadguru, which has been bestowed to him by Satpurush himself. That Satpurush resides in that very word. Satguru has nothing to do. He has simply got this to get his Surti concentrated, and at the same time he wants the whole universe should be concentrated with this alive holy name. Jave nijgar apne, je sang ve naam ki daat. If you possess this alive holy name, you can go to your real home, that is Amaralok, Begumpur, Satlok, and you can meet your true and real father, Satpurush himself. We all are the segments of Satpurush, and we have been sent on this planet to play a match with very strong forces. I have already mentioned mind in the hidden form and body in the visible form, and the cosmic mind too in the invisible form. Mind well within us is invisible. Mind in the cosmos is invisible. The mind of the cosmos is very, very powerful. He is ruling this cosmos. All the three loks are being run by him. He is the king of all these three loks, and he is playing the match. But we are without the gradients. So how can we play a match with mind and Maya? With this alive holy name, you will be on the top, and mind and Maya will be at the bottom. At present you are at the bottom and mind and Maya on the top. So with this word, top stairway will take place, and the ladder will be displaced. Seesaw will change its position. So please, religious rituals, noble deeds can't take you to Amarlok. You can't be. You do whatsoever you like. You may give even to the greater extent whatsoever you possess. You may give to the poor and needy. You may spend day and night for the welfare of the society. That's a good. You can go to heavens. You can go to Sunloks. You can go to Mahasunloks. You can go to ancestors' lok. But you can't attain nirvana, moksha, salvation. These three can't be attained by your efforts, by your struggle, by the blessing of a Guruva. These can be attained only when you will follow the true and real path of true and real Sadguru of the time. So, this path is true and real for attaining complete. That is Sahaj Marg. Satya Bhakti, Para Bhakti is the real path for attaining complete nirvana, moksha, salvation. It is altogether different from Sargan or Nirgan modes of worship. Sargan and Nirgan modes of worship are of Kal Naranjan. You can't get permanent liberation in any way other than this Venam, Sar Shabad, in which Satpurush himself resides, and it has come from Amarlok itself. A clear-cut understanding is needed about the very concept of worship. The real way of worship should be well known to all of us. Simply going to the temple, to the mosque, to the girjagar, to Gurdwara, chant certain words, listen to those very words, sit for yoga, concentration, they will not solve the purpose. Unless and until this alive holy name, Akanam, Niyakshar Shabad is not with you. That is soundless sound word which cannot be written, which cannot be spoken. When that word will be with you, you can attain complete nirvana, moksha, and salvation from this planet, from this cosmos. So I don't denounce any mode of worship. I am talking about true and real spiritualism. I have no hatred for any type of worship. All are good. Whatsoever you are doing on this planet is going to pay some dividend to you. But I am saying that you will not be in a position to attain permanent salvation, that you can't go back to your real home abode, that is Amarlok, which is free from day and night, which is free from sun, stars, moons, etc. There are no five elements. There is no this God, Ad Shakti, Devi, Devatas, Three Devatas. None is there. Only Sat Purush and Paramahansa reside there. When you will go there from Hansa, you will turn into Paramahansa, as I am sitting before you as a Paramahansa to perform duty of Sat Purush on this planet, whereas I am totally of Amarlok. I am not of this lok. I want to keep society away from evil acts, whereas majority are protecting their self-interests. So my objective is to make you free from all evil acts, all bad deeds, cheating, treachery, to befool the masses for your own petty gains. So majority are protecting their own interest. They say that Maya is everything, worldly possession is everything. That is not there. So पेट की खातिर करे गरवाई, पीड़ी सेत नरक में जाए. पेट की खातिर करे गरवाई. 60 lakh Gurvas are acting to some extent on these lines. One who is satisfying his lust, hunger, will go to hell along with his descendants. So anybody who is cheating the masses on the name of God, on the name of Allah, on the name of Bhagavan, so only he, not only he, but also his descendants will go to hell. Nowhere selfless religious preachers are to be seen in the world. Real religious persons do come from Amarlok, and mostly one at a time. Others do attain from that one, but from Amarlok only one Satguru or Paramahansa comes to perform the duty. I have written why one. A single sparrow can't make the summer. To what extent I can serve the masses? A single sparrow can't make a summer. So that is what I am saying. Even I do say to Satpurush, there should be some Paramahansa to liberate the masses. And they will work in collaboration, in unison, to make the masses to realize their true nature, their true self, their true purpose on this planet. So whenever we try to know our real identity, the mind diverts our attention towards past events and future hopes and wishes. This is the tragedy. This is the game plan of mind and Maya. The moment you want to move towards true and real Sadhguru of the time, mind says, okay, don't move. He is a cheater. He is befooling you. He is a treacherer. He is a vagabond. He is befooling all the masses. Whatsoever you are doing, that is correct. So this is what the mind is performing its duty. It is a gameplay. I don't say he is doing anything wrong. It is the part of the game. You must come forward to understand who is true. It is you, because you are not ordinary thing. You are Sruti, concentration, consciousness, very powerful in the whole of this cosmos. But the moment you will realize, then and then this thing will happen. Likewise, the soul, after knowing its real identity, that is self, will be able to understand all the wrongful acts of cheating, forgery, etc. of mind and Maya, and will try to make itself free with the help of alive holy name of Benam, Satguru of the time. Just as God is befooling you regarding Satguru, because you are totally under the bondage of mind and Maya, but you are not aware of. Bin rasri sagal jag bandya. You are chained from head to foot, but you are not aware of, because you can't see those chains with these eyes. These eyes are not eyes. I say a blind man is not blind, but a person who doesn't possess the inner eyes is blind itself. Your inner eyes are closed, are blind. These outer eyes are there to entice you, to befool you. Whatsoever you are visualizing outside is not true. It is all delusion. It is all miracle. It is good for nothing. ये जग एक सपना जान, इसमें कुछ सांचो नहीं, नानक सांचो मान कहा. But you are not following those very words of Baba Nanak, or Kabir Sahib, or Ravidas, or Miraji. You are not following their paths. Everybody is moving towards the wrong direction. That is what I say. So you are under the grip of mind and Maya, that is past and future. Mind and Maya are nothing, but they are past and future. They always take you to past and future. That's why I say you don't possess I. If you possess I, then see the present. Keep the eyes open and see everything. Eyes never, if you see eyes never move towards past and future. It is your inner dark eyes which move towards past and future. They are blind. They are not seeing the truth. These outer eyes do see this mind and Maya, these luxuries of the life, this enchantment of Kal Niranjan. But you are not aware of all this. You are befooled by mind and Maya. That's our ego, that's mind act as the greatest hurdle in the path of soul realization. This mind is playing a prominent role. It never allows us to move towards true and real spiritualism. He makes you to move towards that very spiritualism in which you have to retake the birth on this planet. That you should not be in a position to attain permanent salvation or moksha or all the people are living in fool's paradise. They never think of true and real path of life. I am here to tell you because I have undergone all these processes and ultimately I got this alive holy name from true and real Satpurush of Amarlok. Not from any Guruva, not from any Satguru. I got this nectar from Satpurush himself. Not once, but twice. So it is because of this I am reminding you how to move in this world. So please do understand the real, the true path. These saranams that you put before your name are greatest hurdle. They prevent us from reaching out to our self, that is Surti, consciousness, concentration. It is a sign of ego to the dangerous level. Everybody get intoxicated when somebody says to other person, "Oh Gupta Sahab, how are you? Oh Thakurji, how are you?" Nobody wants that he should be called by the name. Everybody wants to hear his surname. "Oh Panditji." So you get exalted. So this sign of Saranam is a greatest hurdle in attaining spiritualism. Even my sadhaks do write their surnames, even on comments. This is a tragedy of the time. Nobody wants to come out of their ego. And this is a super ego. Surname is a super ego. This is the greatest problem before every human being on this planet. You are totally in the clutches of mind and Maya. When you put forth surname, you are known by the caste at the same moment. To which caste you belong, to which family you belong, and you get exalted when somebody says like that. This is the tragedy of the time. Everybody writes surname with them. So how you can say that we are disciples of true and real Sadhguru? Nobody wants to be a disciple. He wants to add one more surname with him. He wants to have one more degree with him, but he is not going to relieve himself from these degrees. These are degrees. I am such and such, I am such and such. So this is a status quo. You are same as you were before getting this alive holy name. Whatsoever you were, you are the same after getting this alive holy name. So this is a status quo position of yours. And that is of mind. You are still in mind. You are still working in favor of mind. You are not working in favor of your surti, consciousness and concentration, you are in the bondage. You are playing in the hands of mind and Maya. You are not playing against them, but you are being made to play in their favor. They are not playing, you are playing for them against your own brothers, your own Hansas. You are cheating them, fooling them, and putting forth these surnames to enhance your superiority. You say, I am the great. My religion is the great. My surname is the great. What for you apply? This is the main reason behind it. That is why you apply this surname before your name. At the time of speaking, but at the time of writing, you put it at the end. But at the time of speaking, one has to say, Gupta Sahab, this is the tragedy of the time, that nobody wants to become a religious person. So this is because of Maya, mind and Maya. Surti has lost its significance, its origin. So lack of confidence. This also develops lack of confidence in alive holiness. You don't have confidence in Satguru, in alive holy name, in this competitive world. You are not aware of Surti, consciousness, concentration at all. You simply want to add one more, I should say, stigma with you, that I am a disciple of such and such Satguru or Guru and such Sanstha. So this is to add more surname with you, otherwise it is not serving any other purpose. So he is purely under the jurisdiction of mind and Maya. So that person is purely under the jurisdiction of mind and Maya. He isn't come out of mind and Maya. So unless and until you throw out this surname from your own inner self, then and then you will start moving towards spiritualism, because this is purely an ego. You get exalted when somebody says to you, oh Gupta Sahab, fata fata, you get exalted, you become very happy at that very moment. Okay, I have been called before others as Gupta Sahab. So without alive holy name, you become Sahab. Whereas only Sahab is Satpurush. So you, without knowing him, without having a slightest knowledge of him, you become Sahab. Every officer in the office is a Sahab. So he can become a religious. When he is already a Sahab, so he can become a religious person. Then how he will bow before true and real Sadguru of the time? He will make others to bow before him. He is not ready to bow before anybody. So this is the tragedy of the mind, that everybody is under the jurisdiction of mind and Maya. So living in space and time, past and future, gain and loss. You are following these three things. Past and future is there with you. Time and space is there with you. And tomorrow and yesterday is with you. Past and future is with you. Gain and loss is with you. What you lost in the past and what you will gain in the future. Again, past and future. You are not moving anywhere else. So you are not undergoing any sort of worship. You are worshipping on the same lines which were provided to you at the infancy stage, in your childhood. Your father was being called as Gupta Sahib. You too want to be called as Gupta Sahib. So your surname is spoiling your whole life, your whole existence on this planet. So it is a biggest hurdle in the way of spiritualism. So, gain and loss, he wants to have only one side of the coin, only happiness. He wants gain and gain. He doesn't move towards loss. He doesn't realize that when I look towards gain, loss is already at the back. It is waiting and will move ahead. Gain is very less in life, but losses are many and many in life. Ill got, ill spent. Whatsoever will come to you through illegal ways, at the end you will take everything. Such a disease will come and attack on your body, that whatsoever you have earned illegally will go away along with you. You will make your family penniless, miserable. So if you have provided them anything illegal, it is not going to stay or pay you any dividend. It is going to ruin you shortly. So gain and only gain, no loss, but actually he is under total loss. When you think of gain and no loss, then think that there will be a total loss. Everything will go away. And I have seen all this with my own inner eyes. At that time, I too used to say they are very rich, they are very, I should say, living like a prince on this planet. But today I do see in which condition those are living. Their condition is very pitiable, very humble, very disgraceful. Because when you run after gain and gain, then there is a bundle and bundle of losses in your life. So we are under total loss. His thread is broken at both ends. He becomes helpless. At that time, he weeps bitterly within. He realizes his mistakes. But it is no use crying over spilt milk. When the time is gone, it is no use of repenting, realizing. So it is the proper time to realize your true and real path. So that person will neither be of heaven nor of Amarlok. He will be dragged towards hell. He won't have any place in this cosmos. Even this God is not going to provide you. That is why he makes maximum to move towards hell, because he has limited places in heaven, Pitarlok, Sun and Mahasun. But these hells are very big in size. They are ready to accommodate as many as are ready to go there. So he has himself subjected hell as permanent destination up to annihilation of this universe. So anybody who goes to hell and become ghost, his age is not less than 1000 years. It starts from 1000 years. And there are so many categories. There are so many categories of ghosts, demons. So you have to be very careful. So some remain there even up to annihilation of the universe, as some in heaven and in Shastra live there for up to annihilation of the universe. But there they get maximum good and good in their life. But those who go to hell, they have to bear the burnt, treachery, all sort of ill deeds to them. They do expect something good, but they are debarred from any good over there. They have to suffer and suffer over there. So do realize what mistake you are committing on this planet. Thus, without moral, spiritual, ethical evolution, there should be change within you. And it should be towards spiritualism, towards ethical. So you are not doing this all. So you are leading a stagnation life. That is, you are living in buffer zone. You are not coming out of the buffer zone. These surnames put you in the buffer zone. They never provide, they are never going to provide you any better place after death. When you will leave this body, you will repent and repent. What I did in my life. So you are committing mistake after mistake. So unless we turn our surti towards our inner journey, turn your surti towards your inner journey. Real spiritualism development won't commence, that is initiated. It will be done through your inner journey. Without that, you can't be called religious. You can't be called spiritually elevated. You can't be called a person living in the present. You can't be called a man who has self-realized. You can't be called who has known supreme consciousness. Ultimately, you will have situations where you will find all doors of spiritualism closed. When you will cross 50, then you must think that all my doors of spiritualism are closed totally. So at that very moment, there will be no door left, because your bones, your attitude, your everything in your body has attained stagnation. And it is deteriorating. No further development of the body, no development of the bones. So only deterioration, and deterioration starts after 50. So when everything is deteriorating, at that very moment you want to move towards spiritualism, how it can be possible? When it was developing, growing, you were least interested. But at the time of deteriorating, I said to you, then you want to show to the masses that you are spiritual. You want that my neighbors, my relatives, my kith and kin should come to know that I am a very religious person. At that very stage, you will start doing something good for the masses. It is a pretension, it is not the reality. You are posing to be good, whereas you are not good. Inwardly, try to become good from your conscious, from your surti, from your concentration. So this is an act of befooling, other is of mind. It is an act of mind and maya, so you are still playing in the hands of mind and maya. So a lamp of surti is lit perpetually in your heart, and other lit perpetually in your breath as prana. So there is a light in you, in heart, because you are surti, and other is perpetually lit in your breath, that is prana. In each and every breath, it is sending you a message. Please move towards the right direction. Let me and Surti to join and get your soul concentrated, attain the shape of Hansa and get permanent salvation. But the time is gone. अब पछताए क्या होत जब चिड़ियां चुग गईं खेत. When everything has been eaten by the sparrows, you didn't care for them at the proper moment. So what is the use of when you lost each and everything? So when the cells are in the deterioration stage, they are diminishing, decreasing. Your body is under treatments. It wants medicines and medicines. You want to become religious. You want to show to the masses that you are religious. This all is just to befool himself. You are not befooling somebody else, but you are befooling your own self. So there is light within you, being provided to us in every moment, in every breath. God is very, Supreme Soul is very kind to you. At every moment, Satpurush is sending to you this prana, this nirti in every breath. So, when you inhale at the time of birth, Surti enters to your body and Nirti at the same time. So, Surti enters first. And when you depart, exhaling takes place and Nirti moves, prana moves first. No union is possible between Surti and Nirti. Whereas in Shushmana, this unit mind is there to stop this action of union in the proper way. Though it is your soul itself that is taking the breath, but it is not the whole, it is a segment, it is prana. You have to become Hansa, and for becoming Hansa, Surti and Nirti is required. When you get this alive holy name, then you will find in Agya Chakra both joined together. That is why your body becomes dead. When Surti and Nirti joins, you become dead. Otherwise, at the time of living, you live the body You leave the cloth and get the new. That is not a death. That is changing of cloth. You have changed the cloth. And in alive holy name, when you have that, when you possess that, then you attain the stage of death while living. Then you can have death so many times in a day that from toe to your head all become senseless, all become without life. But one thread keeps it alive. That is from breath to Surat Kamal. The concentration is moving from your nostrils to this Surat Kamal. The body is dead with it. No organ is functioning in that very way. Only thread of life get a proper link. Dar or adhar, breath to Surat Kamal is the thread formed by your Surti and Nirti, that is Hansa, and it keeps you in touch with the body, whereas the body is dead. So this stage is attained when you have alive holy name. Otherwise, never and never in your life. You may have as many words you may like, but you can't attain this deathless stage in your life. So your Surti is always full of love, truth, joy and peace. So these are the gradients in Surti within us to remind us the existence of Amar Lok. This Surti, this soul gives the information to we that you have come from Amar Lok. This Surti, this Nirti are the two souls, and they have come from Amar Lok on this planet to play a good game with mind and Maya. But you have submitted yourself before the will of mind and Maya, and you are not playing a match, but you are playing for them a match against you. So you are putting the ball in your own goal. And so many times this happens in different matches, and I too have seen. Your stick touched the ball and it went to your own goal. The other party had nothing to do. The same case is happening on this planet with you. You are putting the ball in your own goal to defeat you time and again. So how can you win in this very way when you are putting your own stick before the ball that is moving towards your own goal? You rather push it towards that very direction. Go. And goalkeeper never gets a chance to stop it, because he is not aware of that his own player will put the ball into my goal. So goal post doesn't serve the purpose unless and until you are aware of. So one must be aware of. You must know the existence of Amar Lok, from where Nirti is coming to you in every breath. It is not a segment of this cosmos. This is a segment of Amar Lok, your own true and real home. You must realize this, and this is not done by you, and you are putting yourself under great difficulty in problems and problems. You are putting stones and stones before your way of moving towards true and real spiritualism. So, true and real Satguru guides the whole universe time and again that please awaken yourself from your deep slumber. And he do say that whatsoever I do possess is of Satpurush. I am a true representative of Satpurush on this planet. Being entrusted, bestowed, alive holy name, that is soundless sound word, bodiless word, to elevate the soul of all Hansas on this planet. What for I am here? I am here to get your Surti concentrated, because I do possess concentrated Surti, and if you will have this, your Surti too will be concentrated, because when I got this Surti from Satpurush, I got concentrated, and when I'll put in you the same Surti, your Surti too will get concentrated. What else I should do? So when Surti is concentrated, then the whole of the work is done. No mind and Maya will attain peace. They will not be in a position to disturb you now. Mind, when it will attain peace and calmness, it will go to Mool Surti of yours and will take rest over there. For life and lives together, it will take rest in you. But when you will move towards Amarlok, it will go back to cosmos mind. It will rejoin the parental father. So unit mind is a segment of cosmos mind, as our Surti is a segment of Satpurush of Amarlok, not of this God. So this is the tragedy, that you are not understanding this all. So when this alive holy name will be with you, you will attain permanent salvation, to attain freedom from life and death cycle permanently. So you will attain permanent salvation. Nirvana, moksha, no birth and death cycle will be with you. No inhalation, no formation. You will be saved from so many births on this planet. Lakhs and lakhs of births, crores and crores of births will take place in any inhalation, in any formation, because its period is very long. 4 Arab 32 crore saal is of day, and 4 Arab 32 crore is a period of night. So same period of day and same period of night. And you have to spend on this planet. And you are not realizing my importance on this planet. This is the greatest tragedy. That is why I say to Satpurush, why you sent only one? They will take to that person only a known person, we know him. Some say, I studied with him. Some say, I was working with him. Some will say, I was taught by him. But nobody will say that he is the true and real Sadguru of the time. That none will say, because it will hurt their ego. That is the main thing. That is what I say. Ego is a mind.